Hi Stampers, this is Jilly Bling, and I have a project using a stamp set which is kind of a standalone stamp set. There's no dies or any paper or anything that coordinates with it other than the cuteness that we see definitely coordinates with this stamp set. Bird's Eye View has these cute little birds which are just calling to be colored with blends, and they have glasses. This, I have to admit, I thought that was a balloon. And I was trying to put it under his arm, and I'm like, why do they keep having the balloon go that direction? How am I supposed to get around that when I realized, oh, that's the one eye glasses. I guess a mono glasses? I don't know, but it's not a balloon. But I used it as something else. I used it as a bird egg. I'll show you that in just a minute. And then books, and plenty of people wear glasses. This doesn't have to be a kid's set at all. Branch with little leaves. Be using that quite a few times. And just because there's no words associated with this, I pulled out Sentimental Park. And this has some great words. And it's kind of two-step stamping. Oh, it even says it down here. I think they're referring to these pieces go together where you stamp it in one color and then fill it in. But you can have Thinking of You. Let's celebrate your new baby. Let's celebrate your graduation. Let's celebrate your new adventure. Like if someone is moving, that would be great for them. Anniversary, great greetings. Thanks for all the wonderful things you do. Isn't that nice? Great set. If you don't have it, it's a good one to get just for the words. And the images are really cute too. And we'll be using this little thing. At first I wasn't sure what it was, what to do with it. But wait, I'll show you in just a minute. I have ideas. Okay, so these projects, just a minute. This layout I saw from Stacey Marsh on Pinterest. And wait till you see how fun this is. You ready? Oh, but there's more. Oh, but there's more. And I think she just had a panel and left it at that. There's plenty of room to write. But then I added in this panel. So this one is about graduation. So there's a Smartie. Oh, what's that from? Something good. I'm probably missing it. Okay, so you have somebody that's been going to school. This could be Emma. She's been going to school for forever. So glasses on, studying, and you know what? Emma even has these glasses. And then there's more books. I took two of the stamp and piled them up. And I was trying to pick up the colors that were in this paper. And kind of like the theme. I wanted the bird to stand out. Okay, and then there's more books. Let's celebrate your graduation. You're amazing. Isn't that cute? So speaking of that, this paper is from last year's catalog. But as you could see from these samples, and then the one more I'm going to do today, you can use any paper you have. So in the catalog on page 129, there is this big pack of delightfully eclectic 12 by 12 paper. This is very similar to the package that I used, or I got, I think it was like in late April of last year. Huge package. This package is great. It coordinates with the stamp sets that are in this catalog. For instance, what is it called? I should know. Textile. It has the two punches with it. The daisy, we all know about the daisy. But these papers coordinate. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. I'll remember it in just a minute. I don't even have the samples over here, but we just did it. It was so much fun last week. But this paper coordinates with stamp sets in the current catalog. Okay, so we have this one, and then we have this other one. And I had planned on using the other side of it. I kind of covered it up. And it was, oh, I've got it right here. So it's this side, and I had planned on using that, which is very pretty, which might be good because it's a little bit more constant where this is a little bit busy. But every time I look at this, I think, baby, new mom, wedding, or yeah, wedding too. Okay, so here's a bird on the branch, and he has some little eggs. That's that. There's eyeglass. Okay, so little eggs. Oh, cute. Then there's babies. Love your new baby, baby, baby. It can't be just one because there's 3 of them there. And if you look at this, maybe I covered it up too much. One baby is looking the other direction. So see this wing and this wing, and then that wing is over there. I'll show you how to do that really quick. It's not hard at all. And then let's celebrate your new adventure, because this mom with little babies is going to be on an adventure. I also was thinking about this because Evan and Michaela, they have chickens. And at one time they had 3 eggs, and then they had 3 little babies. And one of the babies was a bit struggling. If you listen to my videos, you remember the time when I sent the message that Michaela had to give it like its first breath, and then she brought that little one back to life. Anyhow, she calls it Squirt. So here are Michaela. This could be Michaela. She's well, I guess Barry. Barry is the name of the mom. But Michaela loves these little eggs and babies just like they were her own. And then right now she has 3 of them, but the one that she resuscitated, they named it Squirt. So let's call this one Squirt. You know, real life stuff. Okay, so those are the samples. This designer paper, it takes a half of sheet. But that's good if you hoard designer paper like I do. It's good to use it. So we will be using stylish shapes for circles, and you could use any circles. If you have hand punches, the circles don't have to be this big. If they're smaller or even bigger, they still look great. Scallop contours is for this inside cute piece. And then this is retired, but it's just a great set of circles. Or like I said, you can use hand punches or whatever you have. Okay, while I'm thinking about the little chick, let me show you how to do that backwards. Not backwards, mirror image. Okay, so I will stamp it on here just a little bit. And where is that little chickadee? Okay, so you're stamping on your paper. So you stamp 2 of them. Then you want one. How do I always get dirty? To you all who say, you never get dirty. That's dirty. Okay, so to get the one going in the opposite direction, I'm going to stamp it on my silicone mat. And a little bit quickly, I'll take this, put it on here, and I'll get the reversed image. So just a note, it will not be as strong of color as these. It'll be a little bit faded, but I think it's still worth it. So now we have a little chickadee going in both directions. Isn't that fun? And you could use it with any stamp. Well, not words. So that's how you get a different direction chickadee. Okay, let's get to making this card. Stuff all over. Oh, and this you'll want to, I don't know that I've cleaned anything today. This one's almost out. There. Okay. Onward. So these are the pieces we'll use. Since I'm thinking about it, let's just do some of these choose some of these pieces. Then we'll get to the designer paper after I get this under control a little bit. So these pieces, get this cute die, scallop contour die. That's a Scallop and Contours stamp set. That's really cute too. So I'm going to cut out 2 of these. That's inside, and this is under the inside the designer paper. So let's start with this. And I'll put all the paper cut sizes on my blog. And my blog is jillybling.com. Okay, card base, inside papers. We're half done, right? This goes on the designer paper in just a minute. And let's stamp the words. Let's stamp, I want to do a birthday one. Happy birthday. And everything uses Memento ink today. I'm going to stamp it a little bit low just because I'll hand trim this since I'm on a roll. Happy birthday. Oop, that one is messy. I pushed too hard on that one side. Okay, that's good. And I'll cut this out in a minute. So leaves and branch, branch and leaves. Here's branch. When I look through it, sometimes it doesn't look quite dark enough. Branch. And 2 groups of leaves, even though there's 3 branches, the 2 groups of leaves look pretty good. Remember how I had that one group of leaves that stuck somewhere? I lost it already. Okay, and then the 2 birds. Let's do, how did I get dirty on that? Probably from the edge of the block. Let's do this cute bird. This one is really cute. I wonder if I could like cut off his little feet and have him, he could be a big baby. Because the little ones, that little chickadee, how can I say that? How can I say nicely that I cut off his feet? His feet are tucked underneath him because he just came out of the egg. Aren't those cute? Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so I am going to, like I said, there's no dies with this. So I'm going to hand cut these and color them. Right here. And don't worry, we'll be doing just a little bit of coloring on the inside. Okay, and then for the happy birthday, I will use, usually I have a sample going first. So, you notice how I purposely stamped at the bottom of the paper? Because I'm going to use that straight edge. And then just kind of hand trim this. And before you say, I can't do hand trimming, it's not that bad. So right here, I'm getting started with my scissors at the same width as what's underneath the letters to the edge. Then just see where the tip of your snips are and just follow the tip of them. And somehow it turns out maybe not perfectly straight, but quite straight. I guess because your scissors are straight. Okay, we have words. And how about cutting out these circles, little extra papers, and then I want to texture the white. I have the timber embossing folder, and I want just a little bit of texture on this. Okay, so now the question is, do you have it so, I think, like in real life, the detail part goes down. It drives me crazy. And if ever you have a flat spot, or I don't have a flat spot on here, or a dirty spot, that's just where the bird gets to go. So let's get these stuck together, because there's no stamping on them. So we can stick them together. Ooh, that glue is coming out. That might clean the ink off my fingers. The glue is coming out. Okay, cute, cute, cute. Get that closed up. So we have these pieces. I think we need the designer paper now. So the designer paper is scored. And again, I'll put all this on my blog at 2468. You're like, what? So I'll show you. So it's a whole or half a piece of designer paper scored at 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then cut to 5 1/4. Well, there it is. Ooh, that's crazy. Okay, so with your score tool, I'm going to score it at 2, and I'm looking right up here at the top. 2, score tool. Oops. 2. Can you see up here at the top? Yeah, 2, 4, 6, and 8, and then I'm going to cut it at 5 1/4, and this will make me two cards. 5 1/4. 5 1/4. Okay, we're done with our score cutter. Okay, so for right now we'll use just one of them. That's kind of crazy. I think that with the little birds is going to get lost. Where this is a little bit calmer, and I think this is going to be better for today's project. So just go back and forth, back and forth. And then before you use your score tool, I don't know if you could see, I'll hold this up. See how you could see a little bit of the print right there? I don't like that. So I'm going to take the paper and just kind of pull it with my thumb. I'm pulling it like maybe what's like a tiny little bit of a, not a 16th, like a 64th of an inch, just enough so I don't see that print. And you know, half of them, mine, they were just fine. The other half, I needed to help it out just a little bit. Okay, so we have that. Keep all these cute little pieces, and see how nicely they stand up on a little bit more solid paper. If we had put it on this side, it's all crazy and busy. This, you'll be able to see the cute little birds. Okay, and I don't like how I got a little ink there. Oh, but you know what? I think it'll be covered with the designer paper. So, ooh, that looks good. Okay, so now this next step may seem excessive, but it's very efficient. Applying adhesive all over on the back. You're like, what do you mean all over? I mean all over. So, around the whole perimeter. And then, if you want, diagonal. Yeah. Then take this, and it goes right on top of your card. Right on the front. Okay. Just like that. Here it is. Isn't that fun? And then there's the inside, which we'll decorate in just a minute. I'm loving all of these greens. I like the color green. I love the color blue, but green is right up there too. So this is going to go here. Oh, I didn't put that on very straight. This will go on the next little flap. And this will go right in here. Let's start building this card. So this one is going to go right here, and I'm looking at how much space is right here at the top. That's like 1/4 of an inch, and this is 1/4 of an inch. And if you get too much glue on it, just let it dry, and it will be just fine. So 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, and you can place them wherever you want. You can have them, both of them in the center if you like. And because the wood grain has a little bit of a pattern, try to make sure that your wood grain is going up and down. If you put it sideways, it might drive you crazy. So then this piece is going to do the same. 1/4 of an inch from the bottom and 1/4 of an inch from this side. So right about there. So you can see you don't need much glue on that. And it's plenty to hold it on. Make sure my wood grain is going the right directions. Okay, so about 1/4 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch. And it doesn't have to be perfect. When somebody gets this card, when you look at this card again, all you'll really see is the cute little birds. I probably should have had that paper in there. I'll just have to stamp over the top of it. Okay, and let's put the little birds on here. So this one, how about the branch down here? And birthday. Birthday could be with this bird. I'm going to put the leaves on. You know, I was thinking of coloring the leaves in olive or in mossy, but I wanted it to really stand out. Kind of fun. Greens. 3 greens, 1 card. So I'm going to build the branch, and I'm going to put leaves just on the top and the bottom branch. On one of the samples, I put the leaves even on the middle branch. It's like that just, it gets kind of confusing and a little overwhelming. Trying to put one of the leaves on top, but I don't know that it's going to work. There it goes. Maybe not. There's not much to hold it together. I'll just have to let this set and dry for a minute. Okay, start to dry. Dry. Where's that bird? Let's put some birds on here. This one could be on the branch, and this cute one, oh, I know. His arm could carry happy birthday, but I'm going to make happy birthday a little bit more narrow. It's like he's carrying a banner. Happy birthday, bird. It should say happy birthday. Can I cut out the TH? Happy birthday. Just making it a little bit smaller. Okay. So to get the bird carrying this happy birthday banner, I'm going to cut right on the black line. And if ever you stamp and you don't get a perfect stamped image, like it's a little bit freckly and you see white showing through there, just take your Sharpie or your black blend and go right over the top, and that'll kind of fill it in. Look how cute he is. Happy birthday. There, he's holding it. Okay, so dimensionals and glue. Dimensionals. Kind of wanted to hold his words. Oh, that worked. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to put glue on his feet, just so they're not curling up, getting in the way and getting snagged. Can't have snagging bird toes. Happy birthday. Isn't he sweet? Okay, so this will get some mini dimensionals, but just half a mini. Then you know what? Let me put some glue on the bird's tummy to hold the words. Okay. Another half. Have it straight. Okay, cute. Okay, now this one, let's see how this is doing. It's looking pretty good. So this I'm just going to stick down flat. I'll probably add a little bit more glue because my leaves they're barely holding on. So glue, oh yeah. So glue is going to go all over the branch and not the tips of the leaves. I can do that. Branch. Just not the tips. Don't all those greens look good together? I like it. I like it like that. Okay, and then this one gets dimensionals. This must be the birthday boy. See, he kind of wants a balloon. I think I even cut one out. Okay, so this was my plan. Here, have a balloon. It's like, why does it keep going that direction? It's like, I want lots of balloons. Why did Stampin' Up! Do that? Just one direction balloon. I could probably find balloons in a different set, but that's okay. Not everyone wants balloons. And then put his little feet with a bit of glue. Okay, no balloons. These are adult birds. They don't need all that fanfare. Just acknowledge my day, that's all. Okay, look at that. Flap 1, done. 2 done. And you notice how nice the solid color here makes the bird stand out. Okay, what's next? This goes right in here, and I have a little bit of a plan for this. The plan is a partial branch and some flowers. We all need flowers, right? Partial branch. Love it when that happens. I think I'm just a mess today. Maybe it was extra strong coffee this morning. Okay, and then leaves on the top branch and the bottom branch. Okay, and then flowers. These flowers are from that other set. Sentimental Park. And I'm doing just the outline, not the fill-in, just the outline. At the bottom. Right about there, in the middle. Oh, can I do it? Not bad. And then this little crosshatch thing, this thing right here. So, stamp off. Stamp off. Isn't that cute? I'm going to put just a hint of color on it. And we'll do that on the inside paper too. Okay. So, we'll do more on the inside, including a little coloring, but I have this one done. Cute. But don't worry, we'll color the flowers. So this card, you have lots of room to write. Okay. Done, done, done. So now let's work on this inside. So the inside, I want to say, we're doing happy birthday. How about thinking of you? I need to send out a few birthday cards because I'm thinking of them. Thinking of you. Okay, then little flowers like we did on the other inside. Maybe these could go the other direction. Because see how there's the top little buds up here? But I want to make sure to get good coverage. Last time I guess I didn't push very hard. That's good. And then let's do that little crosshatch thing again with the stamp off. This thing. Stamp off. Because this one goes over the stitched, I'm going to extend this side just a little bit. Okay, just just a little bit of coloring. So this whole project I used the same colors. And when I pull them forward, you're going to say, you're kidding. Why'd you use all those colors? Because sometimes you just have to. Okay, so the colors I have are Pecan Pie, Parakeet Party, Tide, what is it? Tahitian Tide, Lemon Lolly, Boho Blue, Granite Gray, Pumpkin Pie Dark, and Lifter. And some of these are for coloring the birds, but these can be for coloring the inside. So I'm going to do Boho Light. I'm going to have Boho Solid. And this big flower. And then I'll put some of the Boho Dark in the center of the flower just to give it a little bit of depth. Okay, so that's Boho, and let's do a second big flower in Boho. Boho Light. And then while I have Boho Light ready, I'll do, how about, this one can just be like a white with hints of blue in it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Boho Light. And then these berries, just a little shadow on each one. And I'll use the color lifter to soften the white flowers and also the berries. Okay, and Boho Dark is going to go in the center of these, and then just up the center a bit. You know, like how it has kind of veins. Yeah, definitely around the center. And I'll go over, because this is really obvious, the light to the dark. Just go over that seam a little bit. And when it dries, it will be a more graduated change in colors. Okay. Then, Tahitian Tide. I'll do the light. Which one should be solid? How about this one? What color is this? The light. The light is going to go on the outside of the petals. I'm leaving a little bit of room for the dark. But I'll have the dark color over the light. Okay, so that's a solid one. And then this one is going to pretend like it's a white flower with hints of bright blue. Just hints. Okay, Tahitian Tide Dark. Those are pretty. Okay, and then the color lifter to make the white flowers not have that blue line. Just kind of soften up the edge of where the marker stops. And then the same with this other white flower. And then the berries. Okay, and then on the little cross hatching besides the flowers, I will do a bit of Parakeet Party. Here, I'll keep it up here. Parakeet Party Light. And I'm not going to do every line. I'm just going to maybe every other one. And I know this will dry a little bit lighter than what it's going on as now. But I just want it to be a hint of color. Kind of so it looks like maybe leaves. Not particularly leaves, but the flowers are in greenery. Okay. I think we're done coloring. Look how cute those are together. Stamp and seal. Good and sticky. I gave some of my favorite stampers one of these in a refill. Some people, I don't think they've used theirs yet, but it's good stuff. It's really sticky. It holds good. Better than the old Stampin' Up! Snail. Okay. Isn't that cute? So that's it for today's project. Happy birthday! There's the birthday bird. Then you could write nice words, nice sentiment. Thinking of you. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.